Woo! Woo! Right there, baby! There we go. Oh, that's a big trout. Howdy, folks. I'm Cal Kellogg, and this is Catch America. I'm out on an adventure today. I'm at Rollins Lake outside of Colfax, California, and this is such a multi-layered trip. This lake, like a lot of lakes in northern and central California, are under the golden mussel restrictions, which makes launching a boat, launching a large kayak, makes it very difficult. At this particular lake, inspections are not enforced for any watercraft that doesn't have a motor. That means pedal kayaks, paddle kayaks, canoes with a paddle. None of that stuff needs to be inspected. It still needs to be clean and dry, but it's not to the same level of inspection as a motorboat would be, or even a kayak with a motor attached to it. What I'm testing today is a brand spanking new Hobie Lynx. This kayak is kind of a crossover between a paddleboard and a pedal kayak. It has the Hobie pedal system, but it has no internal storage. It's a very slim, very fast craft. This is the first time I've had this kayak in the water. Been in my garage for a few months. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the color, and I love the fact that unrigged, this kayak weighs 40 pounds. It's 10 feet long. Loaded it up in the back of the Suburban, walked it down to the lake, snapped on the seat, snapped on the rudder, put my gear on it, threw the pedals in the pedal hole, and I am out on the water. So that is one layer of this trip. We're gonna put this Hobie Lynx through its paces and hopefully get our first fish on this brand new, beautiful blue kayak. Number two, my buddy Ricky24, he threw out a challenge to me. He said, you know, all I ever see you do on the channel is troll. He said, I like seeing you troll, but he said, I want to see you keep it simple. I want to see you get out on the water. I want to see you do some bank fishing, and I want to see you do some casting. And I'm keeping it even simpler than you requested today, Ricky, because I am in a kayak that doesn't have electronics on it yet. Eventually, I'm going to put a sonar unit on this kayak, but right now, I am running blind. So this is going to be back to the basics fishing. I'm going to do some trolling, and I'm also going to do some casting. And on top of all that, this is a great trout lake, but it's also a great smallmouth and spotted bass lake. So I am going to do some crossover fishing. I'm going to target trout and I'm going to target bass, but at times I'm going to be throwing lures that will appeal to both the bass and the trout at the same time. So kind of a best available bite kind of scenario. So without further ado, I am going to troll my way out to some of the areas where I've caught fish in the past. Been fishing this lake for 30 some years, but still, without the sonar, makes things even more challenging. So let's get the lines in the water and get our fish on. I've got two rods rigged up for trout right now. I've got this spinning rod set up for top lining with a 24 karat gold and chartreuse trigger spoon on it right there. And on my other rod, right back here, whoa, not used to this kayak yet, I have a silver and orange trigger spoon right there. These spoons can troll across a big speed range. This is a pond smelt lake, so it's a good pond smelt imitation that I don't have to specifically know exactly what speed I'm trolling. It's a good spoon lake typically. So this one's on lead core. This one's on a top line. I'm going to run the hybrid lead core rig down maybe 5 feet or so. I'm assuming the water temperature is somewhere in the high 40s to lower 50s. No temp, I got to guess. But most of the lakes in this region are in that temperature range, so I think that's a pretty safe bet. I'm going to say this water is semi-stained. It's a lot better than when I was here last time. Let me drop that spoon down there. Yeah, I could see that spoon at least 3 feet below the surface, and it's not super, super bright colored. So, decent clarity. Pretty confident we're going to get some rainbows on the end of our line. Probably going to get some bass too. I got my fingers crossed on the bass because I'm a much better trout fisherman than I am a bass fisherman. Anyway, let's get after them. Here we go. I put this line in the water. Let's talk weather. We just had a low pressure area move through. We're still under the low pressure, but it's not supposed to rain today. The low pressure area is moving out. Temperature right now is about 50 degrees. It's supposed to spike all the way up to 67, 68 degrees today. It's not supposed to be a lot of wind in the forecast. So all in all, things look just about perfect. Over the past 10 days or so, we've had wind, we've had rain, we've had snow, and I got a fish on the end of my line, baby, right there, that quick. Hot diggy. Woo, he's fighting. Ha ha ha! Oh man. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful trout. That is a beautiful rainbow. I am so not used to this kayak. Oh, that is a nice fish. Oh my gosh. I was reaching down to steer. I have steering controls on both sides of the PA-14. That's not the case on this boat. Man, that is a hard charging fish right there. Man, woo, right there, baby. Oh my gosh. Well, it looks like we might only be running the one rod. What was that? Like less than a minute. You hold this guy up, we're gonna release him. What a beauty. Look at that. Look at that big, beautiful fish right there. Big, beautiful rainbow on the trigger spoon. Ha ha! Oh my gosh. Let me grab got a pliers here. He was thinking pond smelt and he got a ride into the boat. I like it. He's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna revive him a little bit. Get a little forward momentum here. That was something else. Let me tell you. Fish on right there. Guy came in, he hit that spoon a couple times, and then I actively hooked him with the pedals. So ha ha. Oh, another nice fish. Another chunk. Woo! Not yet. Not yet, he says. There we go. In the net. What a beauty. Little planter getting acclimated to the lake, and we'll get him on his way. Just like that. Trigger spoon strikes again. So this is a perfect situation to try some fan casting. We know there's a bunch of fish here. I've had 5 or 6 bites. I put 3 in the kayak. I haven't even been out here a half an hour yet. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this lead core rig in a holder kind of out of the way. I'm going to grab my spinning rod, and I think I am going to put on a Trigger Spoon Junior. Nice compact spoon. A lot of guys, are trolling Trigger Spoon Juniors, but it is a fine casting spoon too. Weighs 1/8 of an ounce, and it is a fish catching son of a gun. So, why not? Why not give it a shot? Okay, I got my all-time favorite Trigger Spoon Junior on there. Bright red on the top, silver plate on the back. Got a red treble on that one because I am going to be casting and retrieving. So I want as many hook points out there as I can get. I've put a little daub of winter blend on there, and I'm just going to go back through this area. I'm going to fan cast. I'm going to count it down. I'm going to work it right under the surface. I'm going to play with depth and see if we can get these fish on the spinning rod while doing a little fan cast. Oh man, well, I missed the first bite. There he is. Oh my gosh. He doesn't feel very big. Oh, there he is. It's not very big. Oh, now I'm getting a phone call of all things. Let's see. I believe I can lift this guy. Come here, you. Right there, Trigger Spoon Jr. Get him off the hook and get him on his way. Let's see who's calling me on the phone. There he goes. There he is, right there. Saw that fish break on the surface. First cast didn't produce, second cast, bam, fish on, just like that. A nice fish. Oh, it came off right there. I want to go up to some areas up lake where I've caught both bass and trout, see if maybe we can get a spotted bass on the end of our line. Pretty nice. Right now it's about 9:30 in the morning. The temperature's rising. The breeze is gone. So I think this is a good time to go exploring. I have had 6 or 7 fish to the kayak at this point. So very productive morning. And I'm certain that I can come back to this area later on and catch more fish, particularly if I get a little breeze. I don't think it's going to do anything but get better and better. So let's go exploring. Right there, fish on. Ooh, that one's fighting, boy. Man, that one's really fighting. That one was feeling his oats, let me tell you. Oh man, that's a big trout. That is a big trout. That is a big old trout. That's a beauty. Oh, that's a big trout. Wow. I wasn't expecting to get anything that size. Wow. That's a nice fish. That's a big one, guys. Wow. He really hit. He hit like a ton of bricks. Get his hook out of him here. Revive him a bit. And get him back in the lake for somebody else to catch. There he goes. Oh, love that. Okay, we're going to take a break from targeting, exclusively trout for a little while. Around this corner is a stretch of bank where there's a lot of wood. There's an adjacent drop-off and a flat. Long story short, there's probably, I don't know, a third of a mile, maybe half of a mile of bank here that is very, very bassy. I've caught a lot of bass up there over the years. I'm hoping there are some bass staging on that outer edge in kind of an early pre-spawn mode. We shall see. Got fish on right there. That's on the Kitech. I don't know if it's a trout or a bass. It was gnawing on it. I let it have it. Feels like a bass. It is a bass. It's a spotted bass. Oop. Got this rod sitting on my net. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Well, that's cool. On the bass. On the Kitech. Not a huge bass, but it is a beautiful little old spotted bass right there. I like it. Lip right there. Bam. Oh, he's pale. He's been down deep all winter. Get him out of here and get him back in the water just in time for the spawning season. That's a trout. Beautiful. Trout on the swim bait. Right there. A little holdover on that Kitech there. Looking for a smell? Got the net. If you've watched my media for a while, you've probably heard me say this. These inland reservoirs fish a lot like the bay, a lot like the ocean. They either have one or two predominant forage sources. Some lakes are pond smelt lakes, some lakes are threadfin shad lakes, some lakes have both. This is a smelt lake. Match the predominant forage and you have a chance to catch any predator that swims the waters of the lake, be it a trout, a bass, a panfish, even a channel catfish. I'm just slow swimming this little Kitech along this shoreline. The water's cold. There's a mix of bass and trout along here. I wouldn't be surprised if I caught a bluegill or a crappie or a catfish too. Clearly there's bait here. There's fish here looking to feed. They see what they think is a pond smelt. It's game on. Let's see what this is. No telling. No telling yet. That's a bass. It's very bassy. It's a spot. He's digging for the bottom. Oh, that's a nice bass. Ooh, buddy. On the swim bait. Ooh, come on, baby. I see you down there. Come on up here. There you go. Come on. Enough of your bad attitude. Come on up here. Come on up here, Mr. Bass. No? Oh, you stole my swim bait, you dirty dog. Well, that's okay. Look at that guy. Feisty. Get you back in the water, mister. Misses. Feels like a misses. That's a pretty fat fish. Woo! Oh. Got another one, guys, right here, right on that current break. Oh, that one's fighting like a mean. Holy moly. About to pull me out of the kayak. Not really. But that's a fighting fish right there. Let's see if we can get this guy in the net. This will be a nice one to end the day on him. I'm probably an eighth of a mile from the ramp. Nope. Changed his mind. He didn't like me anymore. Here he is. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's a nice fish. Oh, he's running at the pedals. That's never good. Come up here. Come here. Oh, aha! He's in the net. Oh, and he's off the hook. What a way to end the day, guys. What an exceptional day here in the mid-Sierras. Beautiful weather after all that rain. Beautiful fish. We caught them casting. We caught them trolling. We caught bass. Did everything we came out here to do. And I hope you're happy, Ricky24, because you called me out. You said you wanted to see some casting. You wanted to see some other species. Dude, I got your back because I got it all done. I'm Cal Kellogg. I'll catch you next time right here on the Catch America YouTube channel. You guys get out on the water and get your fish on because we are headed into a very productive spring season. If you're looking for any of the gear you saw me run today, get on over to catchamerica.com. I'm Cal Kellogg.